They're remaking Jumanji? Alfred Hitchcock's The Birds? The Police Academy? Commando. Really? Porky's? Remakes, 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 remakes. All of these are good movies. Why remake good movies? There's a ton of shitty movies. You know what? Movies that should be remade.
It's a watery grave. Those who survived have adapted. Waterworld.
The most expensive movie ever in 1995. The hype around this movie when it came out in 1995 was amazing. However, people didn't take too kindly to Kevin Costner drinking his own piss and Dennis Hopper looking like that smoking on an oil tanker.
It does look like shit.
So to say that Waterworld was really hyped and didn't deliver is an understatement. But you can't really blame them. They made the world's most expensive movie ever at that time. And that was not their plan. Things happened. Like Kevin Costner. But there's one thing that movie got really right, and is the reason why this movie should be remade. Okay, think about it. What is the first reason of post-apocalyptic Fight Club? It has to be in a desert. But Waterworld did the complete opposite. The whole world is covered in water. We've only explored 5% of all the oceans on the planet. What if you add all the land masses to that as well? There has to be a good story in there somewhere. This movie needs to be remade. Oh, and you'll save money on the marketing because you don't need to redo the posters because these are awesome. I had that one in my room. And that one. In the early to mid-90s, virtual reality was all the rage. Everyone agreed this is the future of gaming. And then it disappeared. But not before Hollywood got its hands on it and squeezed out the Lawnmower Man.
Is all in your mind. The Lawnmower Man.
This movie wanted to be high-tech so bad that it hurt. And yes, it did hurt. Yeah, the movie wasn't liked back then and it really hasn't grown any better. I remember this image though. This dude, creepy, but for all the wrong reasons. But now the glorious return with virtual reality headsets like the Oculus Rift and the HTC Vive, this movie's relevant again. Just make it about a kid who gets obsessed with virtual reality, just wears the glasses all the time. The downside is I really don't see any way of making this movie without having it mostly be about porn.
Why is that a bad thing?
I have no idea. When the trailer for Cars 3 came out, there was a lot of talk about how dark that movie was and way too scary for kids. This was the trailer we were talking about. This told me that we really need some good old 80s, scare the crap out of you but you still want to see it over and over and over again animated movies. Like The Secret of NIMH.
It's a fantasy with wizards and villains and heroes.
I ain't scared of nothing. I'm not even afraid of the Great Owl.
Why have you come?
Discover the secret of NIMH and rediscover the child in us all.
And for you who just got a nostalgia-gasm, you're welcome. The Secret of NIMH perfectly captured something like fantasy, adventure, and being afraid. The small against the big. But there's something to be said about being afraid from a movie, a kid's movie. This movie is meant for me, but it's scaring me. And those go together in a really magical way in cartoons somehow. Considering what we can do with animations nowadays, this is something we need. The story, awesome. Characters, awesome. There's no reason not to make this movie today. With the animation skills we have, this could be amazing. Just get someone gritty to be the owl, like Nick Nolte. Then again, that might be too much. Yeah. The 90s. Truly a magical time. A time when computers were considered to be just that. Magic. No one had an idea how computers worked, especially not Hollywood, so you could make anything.
Here is 2021.
It is no longer safe to transmit information.
Waiting for me, Ralphie.
Time is running out.
Well, at least that's what Hollywood thought, and that's how this movie came to be. So you can't have an M and an N. That's Johnny Mnemonic? Johnny Mnemonic. Johnny Mnemonic. Johnny Mnemonic is an information courier, has a USB port in the back of his head. Bad guys put information in there, code it with cartoons. Dolph Lundgren comes after him, who is a murdering priest high on technology. Whew, thank you. Yeah, Johnny Mnemonic might have had its problems plot-wise, but it was still kind of a cool future neo-noir movie. Why should this movie be remade? Let's face it, you, me, everyone, we're just one bad drunk decision away from having a USB port stuffed up our hand. Oh, Jesus! See? What the? Come on, dude! That's a USB 2! Oh! God, that's... Oh! Main reason why to remake this movie is because this is still relevant today. Kinda. You just have to change a few things. I mean, Johnny Mnemonic can be a digital information seller. Johnny gets a job, Johnny gets the wrong information, Johnny runs, Johnny gets his gun. Bam, you got a movie right there. Did you get my reference there? Johnny got his gun?
The movie?
Yeah.
No.
Well, you got it.
Got what?
In each of us, there burns the fury of a warrior.
It has begun!
Combat begins.
A movie worthy of the title cult classic. At first glance, you wouldn't believe this movie is made in 1995. But then you blink and then you notice, oh my god, it is definitely made in 1995. Has not aged well, even though it is a cheesy cheese. That being said, this movie bears a very unique title. It is one of the first games made to movies. Even though the game series is 25 years old, it's still going strong.
Scorpion, win.
Just a little while ago, 2 new games came out with the creative name of Mortal Kombat and Mortal Kombat X. Really creative guys, really creative guys. And of course they did. You need to lift the gore and violence up to a modern day standard. That is the main reason why this movie should be remade now. When the movie did come out, it was a moderate success, but they were trying way too hard to make something look awesome, and it kind of turned out this. Oh, look at that little cute guy. Do you know what we could do with this movie with modern day technology? Avatar the shit out of that movie, but keep the 90s soundtrack. Yeah, we're not gonna... No, some things are not supposed to change, okay? There you go. There was my list of, well, a few movies that I thought that could be remade. Did I miss any? If you thought of any other movies that you want to see remade, or actually are being remade that you want to see, let me know in the comments. If you like what you saw, remember subscribing. It's somewhere there. You'll find it. Nice little button says subscribe. And if you want to see more, I've made a lot more videos. Just go to my channel and browse.